Okay, welcome to HerHealth, Track, Align and Thrive. This is my wellness, self-care and health platform for women. So let's log in. The accounts are saved in a Superbase project. Now I already have an account, but if a user would not have an account, they could sign up here. Then there would be a window saying confirmation mail sent, and they would receive a confirmation mail like this one. You can see it's from Superbase, where they can confirm their email and then log into the platform. So let's log in together. Now this is the landing page of HerHealth. Users are greeted by a quote of the day. This is generated by an OpenAI API and refreshes once a day, but of course you could also manually refresh it. And then we have a nice looking clock here. Now let's go to the first section of HerHealth. So basically, these are the daily inputs, so that what the users can put in on a daily basis. We have the habit tracker and the daily focus. And you can already see this is a calendar. We have the different months here, and also, of course, the different years. So the user, a long-time user could, for example, now go back and check how they felt in 2019 on November 3rd, for example. The idea behind this is to then later have like a health analytics and recommendation section. Okay, it's unfortunate. Which actually analyzes and gives some personalized input into the habits that they inserted here. So I just inserted a few. The account was newly created, so you can, you could even insert some data for the 6th of November. It's not bound to a day, like not only for the day that you're in, for example. So if the user was inactive for 3 days, they can still insert the data for the last 3 days. Let's go through this one by one. You can already see here the small icons. So if the user has saved the data for the mood, then a small icon, for example here, the mood would appear. Let's start with the mood. For example, the user could select how they felt during the day, because of course there's not one single mood. We feel a lot of emotions during the day. Then they could also indicate the stress level from totally overwhelmed to completely calm, and same with motivation and social energy as well. Like these are all slidable. And then they could also do like some journaling here, write down some notes about their day, about their mood. Next up we have hydration, where the user can indicate how much they drank and what they drank. Then the sleep feature, I think that's actually really cool. So let's say you went to bed at 20 past at midnight, and you woke up at 7:48. You might not really know how long you actually slept. Okay, now the user has slept for a really long time. Then this would actually calculate it for you. You can indicate the quality of sleep from amazing to terrible, whether you snoozed the alarm or not, and you could also jot down some dreams. Now for mindfulness, here tracks like some mindful activities that you did or didn't do that you can select really nicely. And then we have the period tracker, which here shows the flow of the period via the estrogen levels, and the user could actually indicate in what phase they currently are, how their flow is, the cramps, whether they are PMSing or not. Then for nutrition, you can indicate the number of meals that you ate during the day, or the protein intake, whether you had fruit and veggies, and what your cravings were. For exercise as well, we have tons of activities. If your specific activity is not in, let's say kayaking, you could of course also manually write it down, how long you've worked out, and 45 minutes, and how hard or intense it was. And then lastly, we have a health section where you can write about your symptoms and aches, and also indicate some unhealthy habits. All of this is, again, I'm not sure if I already said it, saved to Superbase. And then we have our daily focus. I think these are just goals that we would all like to achieve on a daily basis. The user can cross them out or not, but also, of course, enter their own goal for the day. I don't know. Yoga. And then, of course, also check this. Now moving to the smart guidance sections. So these can be newly generated and are connected to an OpenAI API. And here we can see now some personalized wellness guidance based on the data that the user put in during the last 14 days. We have a lifestyle section and we have a self-care section. Lifestyle really focuses on the quality of sleep, hydration, and nutrition, for example. And self-care more so focuses about what you put into your what is it called again? What did I call it? Into your mindfulness entries, for example, and really tries to relate this to the overall calendar. All of this is, of course, formulated very nicely and calmly, and rather a recommendation than a strict task. But yeah, it relates it also. For example, for women during the luteal phases, the body, it's recommended that women rather do light sports instead of heavy weights training. And then here the women could actually check, okay, in what phase am I right now and what's recommended for me to do so. Yeah. Just reading through it sounds really interesting, but yeah, and of course this really goes into like the self-care section. Now let's go to health analytics. Of course you could okay, now let's wait. Okay, now just analyzed it. So now here it's really analyzing the menstrual cycle of the women, explaining in what phase they are, what's coming next, how they should behave, and everything. And then we have the lifestyle insights. Like this is really analytical now, showing just some analytics insights into your body and how this maybe relates to how you're feeling. And then lastly we have the productivity tab. I already recorded the video before, so I put in some to-dos that I actually need to do. Now I need to come up with something, I don't know, do the laundry, maybe something. And then the user could add this to the to-do list, same for the grocery list, and then actually send it to their mail account. Let's do this right now. Okay, now it should have been sent to the Gmail. Let's check. And I think this is really practical, especially the grocery list. So if the user is using the platform, they can, while going and reflecting about their day, they can write on their grocery list, send it to their Gmail, and then access this in the supermarket. And now here we have the personalized HerHealth to-do list. And I think this is already it. Now let's log out together. Okay, we see the logout was successful, and this is HerHealth.